Hello, it's Ron Winder of Mask Ron and Sue. Today we've been asked if we could talk a little bit about smudging, what it is, why you do it and how to go about it. Smudging is a very old tradition where we use things like white sage smudge, which is white sage leaves that have been bound together into a smudge stick like the ones in this packet here. They can be large ones or they can be smaller smudge sticks. The size is just subject to personal choice to a large extent. Or you can use loose leaf white sage leaves in a container like this shell. We've got a little bit of sand in the bottom to act as an insulator, and whether you're using the sticks or the loose leaf, the effect is the same. It just comes down to some personal choice. Now, the reason why you'd want to smudge is to repel or negate or neutralize negative energies that exist in our aura. Now, aura is like an electrical body, a biomagnetic sheath that exists around our physical body, and it can collect negative energy which can make us feel a little bit despondent, perhaps a little bit depressive, sometimes a little bit edgy and aggressive. And sometimes there's no real noticeable effect, but we just want to be in that nice clean state. We, at the beginning of our classes, when we're teaching meditation, crystal healing, or any other classes that we teach, as a little ceremony or ritual, start each day with a little smudging ceremony, which will be similar to what you'll be seeing here, but we actually waft the smoke around each of the students. Now, the way you go about it is that whether you're using the stick or the leaf, you need to light them. And you can do this with a match. You can just take a match, light it, and use the flame to light your smudge stick. I find trouble with matches is they often go out or they burn down and you suddenly find that you're burning your finger. So one of the easiest ways to light the sticks is with a candle. You just light the candle, and then now you've got a more constant flame. Unfortunately this one's going out today, so another way is to use one of these extended lighters. I find the little lighters where you hold your thumb close to the flame, sometimes you're holding it for a little bit too long and they get very hot, so I find them a bit dangerous for this exercise. These things, you're actually quite away from the flame. Now, the reason why these are good is you can keep them going for a bit, because if it's been moist, these sticks can sometimes have that little bit of moisture gathered in the leaves and they're a little bit harder to get going. But this one's lit reasonably quickly, and as you can see there's quite a reasonable amount of smoke coming off there. Now that we've got the smoke happening, now what we need to do is do something with it. So what we're going to do is waft or pass this smoke, this white sage smoke, through our aura. Now some people like to start up high and go down low, and some people like to start down low and come up high. It really doesn't matter, it's a personal choice thing. Here I'm already up high, so you just start wafting it around yourself. Basically you're passing the smoke through the aura, and as you're doing this, the negativity just does not like smoke, especially white sage smoke, so it either gets negated or repels, just passes off, and we're left with a clean aura. You can pass it under your arms. It's a good idea to lift your arms, go under. Do both sides, of course. You can just pass over the top of the arm. Now some people like to add a feather and to help to pass the smoke through. I find this particularly helpful if I'm doing someone else. But for myself, when it just comes to personal, I just find it just easy to waft the smoke through. So you just keep working your way around. Go down, go under your feet's a good idea. Go down the inside of the leg, around the outside of the leg. Pass it round the back. Now a lot of people have difficulty with their back. But as you can see there, I just moved it around a little bit, but basically you just allow the smoke to rise up, and it goes up along your back and it passes out through the top of your crown. So when you've been all the way around your body, you have now effectively smudged yourself. Now while you've got this smudge stick going, if you want to, you can also do your crystals. I've just grabbed a couple out of our collection here today. Now you can just sit them down and waft the smoke around them. Very, very effective, or you may prefer to do each one individually. It's entirely up to yourself. but this is a very effective way of cleansing and recharging your crystals. So that's it with the smudge stick, and that's basically a very simple smudging ceremony. Two important things to keep in mind with this. One of them is your intention. If your intentions are pure and your whole idea is to cleanse and recharge your aura, the smoke and your intention together is a wonderful combination. It's got to be successful. The other one is there is a lot of ceremony built up around smudging, and I find that some people get a little bit upset because I didn't follow their particular system, and so I just always have this little words going on inside my head that may whatever I'm doing be for the highest good of whoever is concerned or affected. And in this case it's mainly me, but that way if there's another party involved we all get the best benefit. Just before I finish up, if you're going to use the loose leaf, again this lighter is the way to go. You get your flame going. This one has a safety trigger, so it's a bit hard to cover. And you just keep working this over the leaf until you see that there's quite a bit happening there. We've got a bit of flame, a lot of smoke. Let it burn up a little bit. Just blow or wave it out. And now we've got the smoke happening. Now, some people like to raise it up to the heavens. They like to go down to acknowledge the earth, and then go through each of the directions. Like they might start, let's pretend in this case this is the north, and then they might go to the east, and to the south, and to the west. Now they weren't the strict directions, but I just chose those ones because I don't know where you are and where you'll be standing. But the same thing, you just pass it all through. Don't forget to go down to the bottom under the feet. The back is easy with these. It's easy with these containers because there's a lot of smoke happening in it and it wafts on up through. Again, you can bring this all round your crystals, you can walk around and you can smudge through the house, through a room, or anything that you want to smudge you can pass through the smoke, like your crystals for example, or any special objects that you may feel just need that energetic cleanse. So that's it, pure and simple. Thank you, that's it for today.